Hello guys, welcome back to the Pythonian tutorial series. Today we will discuss the concept of variables which are used in any of the programming language. So before I start writing any of the program, you must understand the concept of variables because in real, I would say in real time projects, no data is hard coded. So all the data will flow through the variables which you will be using in your programs. So here we will discuss what are the variable. So to understand the concept of variable, basically a variable is a named location used to store data in the memory. In other words, a variable is a container that holds data that can be changed later in the program. So to give you the practical example here, you can see I have declare a variable with the like the name whose value is Shivam. So basically name is a variable here which holds the value Shivam. So you can use the assignment operator to assign a value to a variable. Now, if you are talking about the Python, so the point to remember here is that Python is a dynamically typed language. That means you don't have to explicitly define the variable type. The type of the variable will automatically be determined by the interpreter during the runtime. तो इसका मतलब ये है कि हमें जब भी पाइथन में कोई भी हम बिना डिफाइन करे वेरिएबल यूज कर सकते हैं लाइक जावा और सी में वी नीड टू डिफाइन द टाइप ऑफ द वेरिएबल बिफोर यूजिंग इट कि मतलब उसको बताना पड़ेगा कि हम ये वेरिएबल यूज कर रहे हैं इंटीजर है या फ्लोट है बट पाइथन में हमें ऐसा नहीं कर रहा है वी कैन directly create a variable, assign a value to it. The Python interpreter will take care of everything. So this was the theoretical part. Now let's jump to directly to the coding part. So what I will do, I will simply create a new script. So today we can practically code the concept of variables. So I've already created a file with the name variables underscore learn.py. So as I said, you can simply declare a variable without defining this data type. So I will just call first underscore name and I will assign a value with the help of the assignment operator, that is Shivam, or I would say the ID, that will be 1, uh, height that is equals to 5.4, it is a 5.5, that is a floating value. So you can see in the first variable we have defined we have assigned a string value. In the second, uh, okay, so id may be the keyword, that is the reason. So let's say id, I will rename it as record underscore id. So this is the benefit of using the sublime. Okay, now let's try to print all the variables declared. First name, print record id, print height. So you can see we have got the value of the declared variables. So though you can see we have not declare any type of the define the data type. Python is automatically taking care of the data types. Now if you want to make sure like what kind of data it is, so you can simply use the type method available in Python. So I would like to check the data like data type of the first name the same way, type of record ID, type of height. So you can see that Shivam is a class string one, the number one is of class integer, 5.5 is class float. So this is how you can use variables in your program, and with the help of type function, this will help you to debug your code. So whenever you are getting any error, you can simply check the type of the data you are getting into that variable, and then fix the code accordingly. Now we would like to, in the second example, we would like to change the value of first name. So let's say I Michael, or record ID is equals to 2. Now I will try to print the new values. First name, print record ID. So I will simply write updated value. So you can update the values whenever you want to update in your program. Now, uh, so we have already covered this, like the type function. So talking about this thing, let's say I want to define three variables a comma b comma c is equals to 1 comma 2 comma 3. So let's see how Python will behave like for this. B comma C, or it's better to print like this: a that is, so that you can understand it. B C C. So we have seen that you can assign multiple values to multiple variables in Python. So this is another way of assigning values to your like different variables. Now take one more example, like how we can assign a same value to multiple variables. So let's say a is equals to b is equals to c is equals to 2. So try printing this. I will copy and paste this. So you can see uh, 2 has been assigned to all the three variables in this line. So like you can play with the variables in this way in Python. So hope it help you to understand the concept of variables here. If you have any confusion about the variables, or if you have any queries, feel free to ask in the comment. I would love to answer your questions or your doubts. Please like and subscribe.